This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. And let's talk about it, man. Errol the True Spence is going to pop Danny Garcia's cherry, part 40. Let me say it again. Errol the True Spence is going to pop Danny Garcia's cherry, part 40. Hear me? Hear me? Wow, let's get on to it, man. The bottom line is this. When we sit here and we look at the cold-hearted, we look at the unadulterated, and we look at the cutthroat true teller fashion, that's 2 more weeks. December 5th. And we're talking about this is going to happen in At&T Dallas, Texas Stadium. Whew. DeSoto, Texas, stand up. The 214, stand up. DFW, stand up. Let me say it again. DeSoto, Texas, stand up. Dallas, Texas, stand up. 214, stand the fuck up. In Texas swag, Errol the True Spence is going to pop Danny Garcia's cherry. 2 more weeks, dog. That's 2 more weeks of Errol the True Spence going to be on his Achilles shit. This dude's going to be in super shredder mode, man. I feel sorry for the likes of Danny Garcia. We've talked about this before. See, Danny Garcia is so easy to talk about. There's not much to talk about. Let me say it again. Danny Garcia is so easy to talk about. There's not much to talk about. He's a one-gear fighter versus the complete package fighter in Errol the True Spence. You're talking about a fighter that has dimensions on top of dimensions on top of dimensions. Let me say it again. A fighter that has dimensions on top of dimensions on top of dimensions. So he's going to bulldoze. He's going to steamroll Danny Garcia. And he's going to pop his damn cherry. December 5th, 2 more weeks in Texas, At&T Stadium. I feel sorry for the likes of Danny Garcia. This guy has no chance. Because that's 2 more weeks that Errol the True Spence gets the chance to prove the naysayers and the doubters wrong. Like Freddie Roach say, they call the man the truth because what? There is no lies in his damn fist. And like Richard Schaefer said, we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. This is why Errol the True Spence has too many haters out here in these boxing streets. Because he's the Megalodon shark. The Megalodon shark has no predator. It is the fucking predator. And guess who's the prey? Deep water tune-up Danny Garcia. He's getting his ass fucking tuned up. 2 more weeks just means 2 more weeks of punishment. 2 more weeks of him getting parked. 2 more weeks of him getting stopped. Angel Garcia is going to be feeling some type of way at the end of this fight. I don't care what anybody tells me. Danny Garcia is a one-gear fighter. He's too comfortable. He's proven himself that. That came out of his own mouth in the PBC interview when he said, oh, I was comfortable when I fought Keith Thurman. That was your biggest fight. I was comfortable when I fought Sean Porter. That was your second biggest fight. So you're comfortable when you have your biggest fights at the division? What people have to start telling themselves is Danny Garcia's power at 147 is overrated. Danny Garcia's power at 147 is nothing. Danny Garcia is an overblown 140-pounder, just like the likes of a Terrence Bud Crawford, the Chihuahua, barking behind the damn fence. These are 2 overblown 140-pounders masquerading as 147-pounders. This is why Danny Garcia hasn't dropped a live gate welterweight. If you notice, he's only dropped opponents that are smaller than him. So you mean to tell me he's going to drop the too big, too tough, and built too for tough Errol the True Spence? Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. DSG fanboys. That's what they're hoping for. The right hand, no look, left hook. Let me say it again. They're hoping for that right hand, no look, left hook. Danny Garcia doesn't even have a fucking puncher's chance. Because Spence is all about legacy at this point. This is why he had the free smoke, line him up junior style of Danny Garcia, which is the deep water tune-up. Manny Pacquiao, AARP retirement Pac-Man style, and then Terrence Bud Crawford, which is going to be a Hagler versus Hearns 2.0 iteration. It's not even going to be competitive. It's a super cash out slaughterhouse. The bottom line is this. When we look at Danny Garcia and what he brings to the table, Danny Garcia is nothing but just a glorified tune-up. Danny Garcia is nothing but just what we call a deep water tune-up. And that's what's going to happen come December 5th. I'm loving this because Spence is going to be in his hometown. And we know how Spence performs in his hometown. Just look at Mikey Garcia. He reduced him and regressed him into a Uber, a Lyft, and a whole up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. And that wasn't even Spence at his best. So imagine a 100% super shredder form on his Achilles shit, Errol the Truth Spence. Come December 5th, we no longer say November 21st, formerly known as November 21st, now known as December 5th. Errol the Truth Spence is going to whoop Danny Garcia's cherry. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. When you comparing a one gear fighter versus a complete package fighter, one of the best welterweights versus one of the best fighters in the world, the shit doesn't add up. And like Charles Barkley say, that shit ain't even civilized. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.